about you is a kind of a song. It starts with an ooh and ends with a kiss. And all along the middle it goes something like this.
Aiden, look. Good job.
Thomas. A-O. Sharon.
Good. What word?
Bill.
Good. Nice work, yourself. High five.
The history of our national research centers on intellectual and developmental disabilities begins with a family, the family of President Kennedy, whose sister Rosemary had an intellectual disability. This was a time when children and adults with intellectual disabilities were placed in institutions away from their families and away from their communities. President Kennedy established the first presidential panel on intellectual disabilities with Lloyd Dunn and Nicholas Hobbs of Peabody College here at Vanderbilt. The panel recommended founding a national network of research centers focused on understanding the causes of disability and treatments. President Kennedy then asked Congress to take action.
Can you imagine that 2% of our children live in mental retardation who could be saved if we had the programs and the recognition of the need? And those of us who have seen children live in the shadows know that a country as rich as ours can't possibly justify this neglect.
Eunice Kennedy Shriver, President Kennedy's sister, was a champion for people with intellectual disabilities. Rose Kennedy and Eunice Kennedy Shriver and Sergeant Shriver spoke at our convocation on May 29, 1965. The Shrivers credited Susan Gray's early training project as the inspiration for the National Head Start program. Gray pioneered home visiting as a way to teach families ways to promote their children's development. Center researchers developed curricula used nationwide to promote learning among children of all abilities. Brain scientists are unraveling the complexities of typical and atypical development in genes and chromosomes, cells and mitochondria, neurons and synapses. Animal models and brain imaging studies spark insights into learning and developmental disorders. We are a community of brain scientists, geneticists, special educators, and psychologists who all study development from infancy through aging. We are inventing new ways of enhancing the life potential of children with disabilities and their families. For example, we have partnered with the Academy of Country Music Lifting Lives to establish a research-based camp for young adults with Williams syndrome.
It feels so good to be around positivity like this and see what music does for people. And this is something that these campers will remember for the rest of their life, something I'll remember the rest of my life. And sometimes a song is something that comes and goes.
Sense Theater is a unique intervention research program where children with autism learn social and emotional skills as they act and perform with youth actors. Training is a central part of our mission. Training families, training future researchers, training community professionals, and also educators.
In Williamson County, our teachers attended the Britt Henderson series, and as a result, they were able to take best practices right into their classrooms and use the online resources as well.
We have opened doors for students with intellectual disabilities in our Next Steps at Vanderbilt post-secondary education program. This was the first program of its kind in the state of Tennessee and a model for other Tennessee universities.
College will open up your mind in a variety of different ways. I learned about the different effects of stars and galaxies. I love the students and the faculty. I love the people.
Parents of children with disabilities often experience stress. We developed innovative new programs to help them reduce that stress.
I think the study helped me remember that what's happening in the crisis, in the moment of the crisis, will not be happening forever. That there is a time when it'll be over and that things will look better.
Triad, the center's Autism Institute, improves treatment and services for children on the spectrum. They also train families and educators statewide and have partnered with community cultural organizations in very novel ways.
When you have a child with a disability, one of the first things that goes through your mind is we've lost the opportunity to have a quality of life that other people take for granted. Your world changes. The Kennedy Center has opened so many doors for so many families, and when I think about my own son, Evan, and what his future might be like 10 years, 15 years from now, and realize that what's going on right now at the Kennedy Center is impacting the quality of life for people and giving us hope that we thought we would never have.